Welcome, everybody. So who here has implemented something with AI recently? If you could use the little raise hand feature at the bottom, just raise your hand if you've implemented something. Awesome. A lot of people have implemented some things. We have one of the I think the only turnkey AI agent solution on the market currently. We have integrated what we call the SignalWire AI Gateway, or SWAG. This allows you to interface with pretty much anything out there that has an API. You can either do it direct. We have something called Data Map, where the AI can speak directly to the service's REST API, or what I've built here is some middleware using our SWAG functions and Python with Flask, and this doesn't even require a database to set up. So I'm going to put the link. This guide that we have right here is something I put together that kind of outlines. Now I'm going to tell you, this guide, I wrote this guide before I wrote a single line of code. If I'm telling you to sit down and plan this, it's probably a good idea to do it. This is the level of planning I did prior to setting down. I outlined kind of what I was going to use. I got my instructions on how to set up my access token, how to set up my custom field so I could authenticate against our Zendesk instance, and then what information I'm going to need to connect to Zendesk. And then I'm like, okay, what kind of features, what functions am I going to need to talk to them? Okay, so I've got create ticket. So I created the SWAG function for create ticket. I outlined the parameters, what it would take, update ticket, what that needed, close ticket, add a comment to a ticket, get the tickets, verify the customer, get list of current user tickets. And these are all the Python functions. I even went as far as drafting all of what this would look like in Python in the original startup doc before I even assembled all of this into an actual functioning application. We'll go over that in just a minute because I do have a support ticket in our Zendesk instance. We're going to call and I'm going to close it, and then I'm going to call and we're going to open another ticket. All right, so I'm going to show you this running, and I'll share another screen here in a minute. We'll show you some debug and some code as well. But I want to show this little tidbit right here first.
Hello, how can I assist you today?
Yes, I need to close the support ticket.
I can help with that. First, could you please provide your support PIN for verification?
12345.
It seems the PIN you entered is incorrect. Could you please try again?
12345.
The PIN you entered is still incorrect. Please try again.
Interesting. Let me double check that. Hold on.
Did you make it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
I might have in the testing. I don't think so, but let's just check it real quick. Double check here. I did it 100 times this morning. Oh, that's right. That's right. All right, let's try that one more time. This is why I did it 20 times today. I need to close the support ticket.
I can help you with that. First, may I have your support PIN to verify your identity?
12345.
Thank you for your verification. Could you please provide me with the ticket ID of the support ticket?
It is 24978.
The support ticket has been closed successfully. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that'll be fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. If you need assistance.
And you got to see that close that ticket in real time on the screen. And then we're going to do another one here.
Hello, how can I assist you today?
Yes, I need to open a support ticket.
I can help you with that. May I have your support PIN to proceed?
12345.
Thank you for your PIN. What would you like the subject of the ticket to be? And please provide a brief description of the issue.
I'm having issues resetting my password. I never received the password reset email.
Got it. What would you like the subject of the ticket to be?
Password issue.
I've created a ticket for your issue. Your ticket ID is 24,981. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Can you give me that ticket number one more time?
Your ticket ID is 24,981. How else can I assist you today?
Can you add a comment to that ticket for me?
Sure. What comment would you like to add to the ticket?
That my contact number is +1 918 555 1212.
Sorry, but it seems I'm unable to add that comment at the moment. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can we go ahead and close that ticket?
I can help with that. Would you like to add a comment when closing the ticket?
No.
The ticket has been closed successfully. Is there anything else I can assist you with today?
No, that'll be it. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to show kind of what you see after the fact. Like right here is me calling to close that ticket. I call the AI agent, I introduce myself, it executes the function to verify the PIN. That function returns that I'm verified. Then it asks me for the ticket number, and then it calls close ticket 24978 and closes that out. Any questions so far about what this does? It shows you down here. Here's the swag log of every function that it ran. It gave me all the post data, what was returned in each response, and then the hang up. And then I can have the call recording there if I want to play it. So all of this information and how this runs is available in this Git repo. And the one about adding a comment, that's a bug. I know what that bug is, and I'll fix that in a later blog post and show you how I'm going to add some features to this. So this is the actual repo where all the code is. And here's an example of the SWML that actually executes this. There's not much to it. It includes the functions from the application, which is here. So I'm going to share my editor now, and we're going to look at some code. So I've laid out the application, and down here at the bottom is the app running. So we're going to call it again and open another ticket so you get to see it as it's running.
How did you today?
I need to open a support ticket.
I can help you with that. First, may I have your support PIN to authenticate you?
1 2 3 4 5.
Thank you for your PIN. What would you like the subject of the ticket to be?
I'm having issues with my password.
Thank you. What would you like to include in the description of the issue?
I've tried to reset my password, but I do not receive the email.
I've created a support ticket for your password issue. Your ticket ID is 24,982. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Can we go ahead and close that ticket?
I can help you close that ticket. Could you please confirm if you would like to add a comment?
No, I do not want to add a comment.
The ticket has been closed successfully. Is there anything else you need help with today?
No, that'll be it. Thank you. So you got to see how it's sending requests in, and that is handled via the app.py file that's in the repo. Now, the way this works is we have what we call the SignalWire AI Gateway, and the way that the SWML is set up in the repo is to do what's called an include. So this server is standing out on the internet on its own, and its whole intended purpose is to service these requests. It's protected with a username and password. It has access to our Zendesk instance. So it's the AI agent, just any of them can't just do requests against this. You've got to have everything lined up. So when you do an include, it does what's called a SWAG, SignalWire AI Gateway, get signatures request against your server. And what that does is that'll output all of the function definitions that your server supports. All the arguments, phone numbers, everything that this server provides to the AI agent. Those functions get included into your running AI agent. And this prompt is what I've written, which needs some tweaking, but I didn't do a lot of time on prompt engineering. This was just basically whipping up a quick, like, what you do with the ticket, things like that. And this is why it did the comment body. Don't need that. So that's why it messed up on that one. But I'll fix that. That was a prompting error, and I got to tighten up the code for error checking. So all of this prompt is what is instructing how you want this to behave. This is completely customizable. It gives, I've given an example of the workflow. You don't usually have to go into this great of detail. I did it for clarity, so you can see all of the things that it can do. So we'll get to the Python code. So here's the Python code. You see I have all my variables here, which are set in my .env file, just so they're not exposed. Then, you've got all your functions. There's a Zendesk auth. I got one where I format the ticket in a specific way because you want all of the function returns from a SignalWire AI gateway for the response key to be somewhat human readable. They need to be text, but you can return additional information in any SWAG response, such as an action list, which could be how Bobby Tables, how he sends the SMS is he responds to the message request by giving the AI the SWML to execute to actually send the message. And I can go over that when I get the rewrite of that done in Python. These are all fairly easy to follow functions that I've done here. Nothing too crazy or complex here. Got my list user tickets, get user by ticket, and then here's my function signatures. This is basically how I outline every function, and it came from the original planning doc. That is the readme.md in the repo. Like I said, I wrote that document first. I went back and corrected a few things after I wrote the application because a couple of things that I originally anticipated didn't line up exactly perfect. So I had to go back and tweak a few things, but it's good to sit down and kind of see what your flow is going to be and how you're going to lay the AI agent out and what it's going to do and how it's going to do it. Because if you don't do that, you'll be implementing function by function. And the next thing you know, you've got to go back and re-implement functions because you didn't take some certain call flows into account. So you always want to do that. And here's our routes for handling the SWAG functions. There's the SWAG handler. There's the handler for getting the signatures. Also, the SWAG functionality, or the SWAG CLI, which I have here untracked, which will be something that I add into the repo or into the SDK that allows you to execute against your SWAG functions to verify that what you're inputting and what you're outputting is correct. So you don't have to call your AI agent 100 times in a row to test that your functions are going to be what they're supposed to be. This application, I wrote this application in under 2 hours with all of the things. Now, I did use AI to assist me because I do use Cursor with AI to assist, and it does speed up the process. And the reason I say do the planning document like I did here was because having this document pre-written, I was able to reference it in Cursor to get the desired output quickly without much effort. So that's always a plus to start with a plan. And basically, there's it. This application total with all of that JSON signatures is 359 lines, and that's a lot of just text in there that doesn't really execute functions. It's just defining what the function signatures are right here. So from line 187 to 277, so about 100 lines of that. So less than 200 lines. We implemented the basics of building an AI agent that can talk to Zendesk. You could even go as far as in your prompt, give your agent a name, a personality, give it some facts about its life, and let it guide the conversation a little bit. But for the most part, you want to tighten your prompts down, get it on task, and this is a great example of that. And this is available on GitHub now. I also did another one, which was predated this one. Last Saturday, I sat down and I thought to myself, what is another thing I can do? So I did, let me see if I can open it here. I did one called MovieBot. It is on, it is also on GitHub, but its entire purpose is, and it has my plan document as well. basically I did the same thing where I outline and plan everything that I'm going to do. This particular AI agent has 12 functions to search movies, and it's available. I'm going to call it 13204 movies. We're going to call it real quick.
Hello. How can I assist you with your movie-related questions today?
What are some upcoming movies?
Here are some upcoming movies. 1. The Wild Robot, releasing on September 12th, 2024. 2. The Substance, releasing on September 7th.
Tell me about the movie Pretty Woman.
3. Pretty Woman is a romantic comedy released on March 23rd.
What was its budget?
The budget for Pretty Woman was $14 million. Would you like to know more about its box office performance?
Yes,
or anything else?
box office performance, please.
The box office performance of Pretty Woman was impressive. It had a budget of $14 million and went on to gross over $463 million worldwide.
What are some similar movies?
Here are some movies similar to Pretty Woman. 1. A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, released on April 4th, 1996. 2. Quaker Oats, released on October 16th, 2016.
Okay, that'll be it. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's amazing.
You have
this example is up on GitHub as well, and I'll be sure to put the URL up as well for that. Let me find my browser window.
We do have a couple minutes left, so we're coming up on time. I don't know if anybody has any questions regarding anything we talked about, this specific use case that Brian is talking about, or even if you have your own project you're working on, you have a question.
The other thing I'm going to do here is keep that in mind while you form your questions. I'm going to put something up here that that I want you to check out. If you want to build an AI solution on our platform, I put my Calendly link in the chat. You can book some time with me, and we can go over, scope it out. We could draft a doc similar to what I have here for the MovieBot and Zendesk. Just draft it out and put a plan together, and show you how you would approach building like this, and then go off and try to build it. If you need assistance, our support team is here to help. Me, Shane, Lynn, everybody, Nick, Noah, all of the tier 2 and up usually are very well aware of how the AI agent works and how to build things on top of it. So we're all here to help with that. But definitely my Calendly's down there, and definitely pick something up that you want to do. If you think you want to interface with something, let me know. I'll help plot you a course through it and tell you exactly how to get from point A to point B, and even assist you to get there. And in the process, we'll both learn something. I'll learn a different perspective on how to approach the problem, and you'll learn how to use our SignalWire AI Gateway.